Deep tech startup to another. Nextem has raised $3.5 million in its latest funding round, co-led by InfoEdge, Zupi, Smile Group, and Nikhil Kamath and Abhijit Pai's Gruhas. The funds will be used to scale its latest product ecosystem, expand its IP portfolio, and accelerate the deployment of biosignal infrastructure with an advanced brain-computer interface suite. Joining me now to explain this and sort of simplify it further is Siddhant Dangi, the co-founder of Nextem. Siddhant, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. You know, the idea of Nextem emerged when you developed your first product, which was a robotic arm control using thoughts, right? So if you could talk to us about your journey from there till now very quickly and tell us about what you have on offer at Nextem in like layman's terms.
Yep, definitely. So for us, essentially, the whole journey started off with us trying to create a prosthetic arm, a better prosthetic arm. The current prosthetic arm work on the principle of muscle signals. Now, the problem with muscle signals essentially is, let's say I want to pick up this dia and it weighs how much, like 5 grams. I want to pick this up. I have to flex my muscles to engage the prosthetic arm. And you can understand the problem over here. Imagine flexing your biceps every single time you want to pick up something. So with this idea in our head that, okay, we need to change this, let's instead of looking at the muscles, let's look at the brain. And that's how we got started up. This is way back in 2019 when me and my co-founder were still in college. And we started building a prosthetic arm. Now, during the journey of creating that prosthetic arm, there are 3 essential things that we realized. Brain signals are hard. Right. There are so many things. Your brain is responsible for almost everything inside your body, from your heart rate, for your hormonal imbalance, for your temperature control, for everything. Your brain is the one which is doing that. So the amount of information inside your brain is just too much for you to pinpoint that, okay, I only want this information. And so that is the first thing that we realized, that brain signals are hard. The second thing we realized was brain signals are expensive. If you look at medical grade EEG is your brain signals. If you look at the medical grade EEG devices, they start from $40,000 to $50,000. They are just too expensive for anyone to create a commercializable use case.
Yeah.
And the last thing that we realized after successfully creating and testing that prosthetic arm was that this technology can be used for so much more. Prosthetic arm is one very small use case.
Absolutely.
Where you can use brain control. There are so many use cases like wheelchairs, there are defense use cases, medical use cases like epilepsy, schizophrenia, and then there are gaming use cases, mental health use cases. The number of use cases are too many. And taking all these 3 learnings into the equation, that's how Nextem started. Like, we decided to solve these 3 answers.
So you were solving these...
So Nextem essentially creates...
Yeah, so you were solving for these 3 things and you said that there's so much that this technology can do. So, while you elaborate on, what it is exactly that you do as well, if you could do it, in 30 seconds. Also, your flagship product is the Instinct ecosystem, right? So, what does that sort of do and who are your customers at this point?
Yep. So essentially what we decided to do that, we realized this fact that we are not the best at everything. We are best at neuroscience. We are best at understanding the biosignals that come out of your body. There is someone else who makes a better game. There is someone else who makes a better prosthetic arm. So what we decided, we'll create the infrastructure, hardware and software infrastructure. That is the Instinct platform, which the other companies, other startups can use to, add the component of brain signals to their system. So I'll give one example. Like, we have one amazing project going on with the team. They're creating a horror game in which the story of the game changes based on your emotional state. So every single time you play that game, it's a brand new experience. And now you can understand where Nextem comes in.
Absolutely.
They deal with the gaming portions. We deal with the neuroscience. We basically give them the hardware as well as the software, which gives them information about their emotional state, about cognitive load of a person, about stress, about your dedication, resilience, your focus levels, all of that stuff.
Right. So you provide the hardware and the software for that. So you explain that very well, actually. So if you could sort of, tell us, what is the revenue model then? What are you currently clocking at this point and where do you hope to end this year?
Yep. So basically our revenue model is similar to that of, a company like ARM. Or Qualcomm. So we essentially create the hardware and the software. And then our customers basically first utilize our dev kits to create their POC. Once their POC is ready, then they come back to us and license our IP from us.
Right.
That's essentially our revenue model. We take the licensing fee as well as the royalties to continue them on their journey.
Right.
And our eventual goal for Nextem is the total cost of ownership for our customers for the Nextem ecosystem should be so low that even if our competitor comes in the market and gives their product out to them for free, it still won't beat our cost of ownership. That's that's Nextem's eventual goal, essentially. And,
Right. So that's the goal that
currently, like, we
Nextem.
start.
Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. Please continue.
Yeah, we started clocking revenues from last quarter onwards. We right now have an order book of about $1.2 million. And yeah, currently we have placed a huge order of 250 headsets. That's the first batch that is going to ship out in the next month. And yeah, really exciting times.
All right, so very exciting times and, a big order book there for you as well. So, you've got a lot to look forward to going forward. But Siddhant, we're completely out of time. Thank you so much for joining us on Startup Street. And we wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Great talking to you and the team.
Absolutely.
All right, with that, it's time for us to